fuck it. I'm just going to hold my phone. I think better when I hold my phone. Okay, hi, my name is Jordan, and I'm in my car, and I want to talk about Godfather. Godfather. Hi, how's it going? This guy's looking at me. Okay, so, Godfather Part 3. Bad movie. Nobody likes it. Well, some people like it. I liked it, actually. You know, it's funny. I mean, I really liked it. I wanted it to be a thing when I saw it. I saw Godfather 1 when I was a kid, and it stuck with me, but I didn't become a fan. You know, I saw it once because I was like, oh, I want to see movies. So, Mom showed me Godfather, and then I tried it again years later. I don't know, it didn't stick with me. Then I got into Breaking Bad, and then I got into Scarface, and Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and all those people talk about The Godfather. And then I went back and watched The Godfather a couple times, and then I started to get it. And then I saw Godfather Part 2, liked that quite a bit, especially the Vito stuff. And eventually saw Godfather Part 3 with my wife. She loved Part 1, liked Part 2, hated Part 3, really hated Part 3. I didn't mind Part 3 so much. I liked it. I liked the idea of it. I liked a lot about it, actually, a lot about it. But there's also a lot, you know, that wasn't optimal. So people, you know, they talked about Part 4 or whatever. I don't know why they would even talk about a Part 4 when Part 3 was so, I don't know. I never got that. Oh, where's Part 4? Where's Part 4? We hated Part 3, but where's Part 4? I don't even like... Yeah, weird. But yeah, okay. If they did a Part 4, it'd be with Andy Garcia and Leonardo DiCaprio. People know that already. People know about that. You can watch it. You can watch videos about it. And, so point is that I like Godfather Part 3, actually. I like it enough. I like the idea of it. I like thinking about it. But of course, just like with everybody else, I see what isn't great about it. You're comparing it to the first 2 Godfather movies, so there you go. Then, just recently, which is, you know, this always happens in my life where it's like I get into something, I become a fan of a franchise or some IP or something, and then some news comes out about it. It's like it always happens. Like I get into something that's always been sitting there my whole life, but I never got into it. Then as soon as I get into it, an event happens with it. I don't know why that always... But anyway, I like that. So I got into... What? My phone's saying? Never mind. So I got into Godfather, and then the Godfather Coda gets announced. Okay. I'm super excited for the Godfather Coda. Super excited. I go back and I watch Apocalypse Now Final Cut to get caught up on other Coppola stuff. And that was really good. And then I got really excited, you know, and then you know, it came out. Okay, so Godfather Coda has come out, and then I see it. It's the same movie. It really is the same movie, you know, and everybody is saying that. I think the biggest difference is the title, and okay, come on. Wow, great title. You could have just released the title. For me, for my money, I would have bought the title. Like, you pay $5 for the ticket, and he just gives you a little piece of paper with the title, and you go, oh my God, you fixed it. You fixed the movie. Well, you made it as good as it's going to get. That title alone... It's so stylistic, and I mean as like a trilogy, The Godfather Part 2, The Godfather Coda. Who does that? That's wild stylistically. It's just cool that feels right for The Godfather, which, you know, is so unique and epic and differentiates itself in so many ways like that. Having that, I love it. Coda, The Death of Michael Corleone. Great title, in my opinion. Some people hate it, but I like it. So, yeah, and then, yeah, you know, his whole thing that he and Al Pacino and Garcia and Keaton have all talked about is this new opening and how it centers the film. That's what Pacino and everybody's been saying. Coppola's saying, oh, it centers the film, the new opening. And, yeah, I think it probably is a better opening, especially when you think about the movie's relationship with The Godfather Part 1. Look, maybe Coppola is so proud of that intro, that opening, simply for the reason because it cuts the movie down by quite a bit. He was able to tighten the movie up, which isn't an easy thing to do, and keep things understandable and stuff. Keep it flowing. I don't know what the word is, but he was able to cut out the whole beginning with the Corleone compound, the dilapidated home and all that, and they cut all that out, and they just put in him talking to the archbishop or whatever. I think it's an archbishop. And yeah, okay, that's an interesting way to open it. See, the thing is, The Godfather Part 1 and 2 grab you by the throat in their openings, and they announce to you that this is kind of a bleak world you're about to enter. The first movie, we have this guy talking about his daughter getting beaten and being laughed at in court, and then having to go to the Don so he can feel that there was any justice in this world. It's a dark fucking opening. And then you have Godfather Part 2. You see a dead kid lying on the ground with like his arm and all that, like right away. And then his mom gets blown away, and then he gets shipped off to Ellis Island. Sometimes when I had to think, I had to like, oh God, don't say the wrong thing. Is it Ellis Island? I hope so. And you know, they like so many immigrants that go through there. I think, you know, I'm pretty sure that's a huge thing that happened in history, where people's last names got changed around when they got to New York. And I guess just for the sake of convenience. I honestly don't know why they did it in this movie. It just seemed like the guy just didn't care. Like, I have 100 Italians I have to get through today before I can go to lunch. What? Andolini, Corleone, whatever. Fuck it, you're Corleone. So, I don't really get why I'm getting off track. That's Godfather 2. Godfather 3. Coda. Yeah, so it's an effective opening because it works and it keeps the movie a little bit tighter. It tightens up the movie. So in that, it's a brilliant opening. As an editing, a piece of editing, like an editing idea, in terms of tightening the movie up and not losing anything important. Okay, yeah, so maybe the movie should have opened like that, should have always opened like that. But it doesn't have the gravitas, it doesn't have the darkness that the first two had, you know? It doesn't have the threat of violence, which, I'm not saying it needs to have that, you know, if a movie doesn't have guns and killing and da-da-da and all this sort of stuff, if it's just talking about debt and loans in the church and blah 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 and all this, no, I don't think that's the case. But and it is interesting. I think it is an interesting conversation that they have. I think but that's on its own merits. On its own merits, it is a good intro. But when you're talking about the Godfather series, maybe not a great intro, because it's lacking that. It's lacking a little bit of a thematic through line, which is weird to say because, of course, Godfather 3 and the Coda are pure theme. They're all theme. I mean, that movie is all theme. Godfather Part 3 is all about the theme. It's like the text. It's not even the subtext. The theme is the text. So it's weird to say that they're missing a piece, or they're missing some continuity with their theme and the through line of the movies. But for me, you know, what if it would have worked? Because even Coppola talked about how the new intro of Coda is going to be, is kind of referencing or echoing the intro of Godfather 1, where you have Buonasera. Buonasera. What did I do to have you treat me so disrespectfully? But I understand. You didn't need a friend like me. You had the police and courts of justice. And, fucking... So, What? What's that? Somebody honking at me? Okay, so then, yeah, I don't know, but still, okay, it is effective to have Michael. Now I'm just talking about Godfather 3, because here's the thing, I was expecting a slightly different movie when it came to this. I really was, like a lot of people, you know.